when I went to work with Doan Western, I actually was working in the fertilizer industry. I rapidly realized that there were going to be a lot of difficulties in the agricultural economy.
It was obvious that there was financial pressure out there. A lot of good people who were trying to do the right things, owning their farms, and their families were in trouble.
About December of '85, and I'm working with my dad and my brother in the farm shop. And we'd received a mailer from Agri Associates. And we started reading what they did and the services they provide. And when I got to the farm management area, I'm like, with the ag economy tanking in '84 and '85, they were going to get busy.
And with land prices collapsing, growers were walking into these offices and saying, here's where do I need to sign? You can have the farm because I'll never pay for this. I can't do it.
I lost my farm in 1981 because of the downturn. It was desperation times back then. And I think we all had that same idea that if we can make a living through this bottom, things will turn eventually. And they did. They started turning, right, 1986.
Started with the company in September 1 of 1981. The company at that point had become Doan Western. That was after Western Farm Management, and had purchased Doan.
The conversation kind of went like this. Doan Western is not going to make it. So we need to look at starting a company that, we can continue the work that's here at North Platte. So essentially what we did was we formed Agri Associates.
I agree with Scott. I don't know that we had any choices. And none of the choices looked very good.
I couldn't look back. I had nothing to look back to. I had to look forward. And it looked like the best deal going to me, that when things turned, it was going to be good for us.
And then months later, I sat in John Childers' office interviewing for a job as a farm manager. And so the ag crisis of the 80s kind of drove that.
Basically, I call it kind of coming to Jesus meeting with John Childers, because he said, he hit me home. You went to school to do this. This is your path to do what you set out to do.
We were presented with an opportunity and we seized on that opportunity. We were able to take the business and complete it to people's satisfaction. We provided a good service.
Everybody in the whole company just worked and worked. But it was good. We enjoyed what we were doing. And we gave people a honest return for what they were paying for.
We never turned down anything. I mean, because we took everything on and we made sure we did it right. We saw the needs of each other and we were there to help each other.
I think we went through a period of time where we were raising our own bar. One of the things John, with his forward vision, was always prepared to invest in new technology.
It's fairly simple. It was a group of guys with one vision, just a bunch of guys that were 20 to 40 and kind of needed to make it work, and were willing to put in the hours that made it happen.
But I think it was the work ethic of the people involved. We stuck our nose to the grindstone, in my opinion, made it work.
I guess our challenge was to show that we could produce better and give them more return for their money, either managing or selling their property.
It was the hard work, the work ethic, but integrity. And people appreciated that. We all had to work to earn that trust.
We did what we said we were going to do, and we sold the properties, we managed the farms, and we did a darn good job for people. And that's what I think built the reputation of the company and made us successful.
It's a symbol everybody recognizes. Number one, it's agriculture. And Bruce is right. I remember sitting down when we looked at the wagon wheel and we actually wrote down on one of the spokes management, one of the spokes said real estate sales, one of the spokes said loan correspondency. Before we knew it, we had about 5 or 6 services we thought about providing. And that was the spokes in the wheel.
Had a wagon wheel. Our color was brown. You know, we were nothing fancy. But if you wanted it done honest and correct, we were the company for it.
Part of it is the spokes of the wheel represent the various services we provide in agriculture. To me, bottom line, it's a symbol of legacy.
It symbolized the bringing together of all those services to the hub, to the center, that we all supported each other. We worked as a team.
As a company, we dovetail all these services together, and there's a synergism comes out of that dovetail of each of us helping the other one and feeding off of each other. So that, to me, that was the beginning of the wagon wheel.
We can look back over 40 years of the success of the company. That doesn't guarantee future success. And so to the younger owners, as they go forward, they will embrace changes that we didn't have to.
Invest yourself in being a good team member. Keep the pace that if things get a little tough, that if you stay with it long enough, it'll get better.
But treat everybody and every deal you do with respect. And it'll come back in tenfold.
Mainly keep up with new technology and support your partners.
A company where I could do what I love doing as a professional. A company that family always came first. There's never been a day I regretted working for Agri. Stick with it, be professional, and do your job.
The challenge is to the next generation to be able to carry that torch forward. Hopefully the principles that have been in place will help them move forward as they have to choose and change the model to adapt the changing world.
So I ended the company with 6 friends that were my partners. And that's what you can have if you go to a company and you're willing to do the work, but there isn't a better bunch of guys that I've ever known in my life. And you can have that if you work for Agri.